So this, we joined in 92, so we made a chunk of money from 92 to 2000, and then 2008 to 2015, we're nearly coming up to 2016 now. This is actually how much we've made, about, and I'll show you on the next slide, a guy in the team, Bob, has made over 6 million. So we're about 6 million, maybe we're both up to 7 million now, how much we've made out of it. So now this was, if somebody had explained the logic to this, maybe they could have talked us out of it. But we were just working on 1 in 10 houses by dropping catalogues off, and that's exactly what happened to me and virtually everybody right across the country. We're looking at 1 in 10 buy, and eventually if you build a big enough customer base, going around enough streets and keep going over them streets, you can build up a large customer base, and we'll have people earning £4,000 a month now. That's not turnover, that's profit from just building a big customer base. So there's plenty of millions of houses out there so everybody can do it. So that wasn't an issue. But it did play on my mind a little bit why the 9 out of 10 other houses didn't buy. Was it an ego thing that they didn't want to buy off the doorstep, or thought it was below them? Maybe that was it really, because I remember popping into a shop. I used to drop the catalogues everywhere, and there was a shop in Tynemouth called Lady of the Village Gate, and I said, would you mind if I leave a catalogue? And she said, oh no, we don't buy from catalogues, it's below us to do that. So maybe it was, but funny enough, that shop's disappeared, Lady of the Village Gate. It used to sort of upmarket clothes, but now that's still there, the 1 in 10 houses. But what about these 9 out of 10 we couldn't get into? And we've now tapped into that with the online side of it. So you can learn new skills. I was absolutely no good at it, to be quite honest, on the computer side of it. I couldn't even do a PowerPoint presentation like it. So we have a new gold mine in the UK now, 9 out of 10 houses in Ireland. But on top of that, we've got a massive new gold mine in the pipeline, is Europe. In the next 5 years, we're opening up 10 countries, which is going to be amazing. So I'm just going to explain some bits about that. First, this is the size of Europe. So which 10 countries, doesn't matter, they're all going to be big countries. And I'm going to tell you how we can take advantage of that now before we even find out which country we're actually going into. So how do you tap into that? Sponsor more people in the UK and Ireland. And the reason for that is because them people know people in Europe. So the more people you have here, and you'll see this a little bit further on, then the more sort of tentacles you have to catch some people to grow your team, which is the exciting side of our business. So one thing you can do is focus on people who teach Spanish, French, Spanish and German. I'm not saying they're going to these countries first, but all them people are teachers, and I guess they all would need extra income, but also if they were shown an opportunity where they could speak the language, it's going to be a massive bonus to them as well. So who do you know teaches languages is one step I'd focus on. Also, people from different countries living in the UK. Now I just picked on this one for a bit of for Spanish people. That's the different parts of the country. In the East Midlands, there's 1,800 there. Obviously, London's bigger because it's a bigger population, 22,000, and you can see the different ones there. That's from the year 2000. And also we've got Germany. I picked Germany as well because there's obviously a lot of soldiers who've got married to German girls who've come back to the UK. So there's a big population out there as well. And then who's got friends and family outside the UK and Ireland now, but they were born here, probably still got their UK bank account or the Irish bank account. So they can actually register even though they're abroad and actually get started now. So what's the tips to actually take from this is focus on being the best sponsor. That means getting more people in your team than you've ever got. Also, when you get them in, be the best coach. Get them up and running, teach them what to do. Teach them to learn the skills to market online to move the business forward. And the last bit is to work on the 6 inches between your ears. And this is as on the sponsoring side, there's you and you find 6 people. And if you keep sponsoring, they duplicate that. Them 6 find 4, and then 4 find 2. That's how it duplicates. So if there's just you and it started to grow and you know nobody in Europe, and you sponsor a load of people here, some of them are going to know people in Europe who are moved, whatever. So that's the key. Just getting more people in your team as fast as you possibly can and get that exciting story. And just some of the things that we've got out of it, which if I could see this speeding up massively. This is one of our monthly checks, not yearly checks, monthly checks. if you can see, that was just one out of 10 houses buying. What happens out of the 9 and 10 houses are buying just in the UK? But we've not just got UK, we've got 10 countries coming in the next 5 years. So I can logically see them checks going up by 5. We've got 6 properties. This is one of them, in Northumberland, and 30 acres of land. There's 15 acres of Christmas tree. There's a lake here and stables. That's worth about £1 million. And this is a house in Tynemouth. Just if it looks like it will get some work done on the roof at the time, so the scaffolding up, and it doesn't look that good, does it? It just looks like a terrace street. It's like over 4 floors. It was like there used to be about 12 bedroom houses in the day, owned by sea captains, and I'm just somebody who started from the shipyards. But the reason I bought this, the balcony, this is the reason why, because it overlooks the sea, and the sun comes up, and it's absolutely amazing sunrises. So, whatever your goals or your dreams, you may now have a way to make every day like a Christmas day or a birthday, because once the huge checks coming in, you've got a choice what you want to do with that fantastic income. If you want, you can have whatever you want. So that income is like what Premiership footballers get, but their income it can end once they get a certain age or an injury. Once you've built a team, it's an income that actually carries on. So go make your dreams come true. It's the best opportunity you'll ever find. Get back to the person that showed you and ask for help and get focused. Because the next 5 years are going to be the most exciting in our company's history, because we're owned by an American company now, which took Mary Kay Cosmetics from 500 million to 3.5 billion by international expansion, and we're going in that direction as well. So get on board there, the Success Express. It's exciting times. We're just coming to the end of 2015. When I started in 1992, I said to people, I dare you to come back in 5 years' time and see what we've done with it. Well, obviously, we're in the same situation now. We've got this massive opportunity to go at. So make the most of it and get stuck in and learn the new skills.